And you know how you make America great again? Tell Donald Trump to go to hell.
Mr. President, everybody in this room has one thing in common. We all have your back.
Oh, my Lindsey, my Lindsey.
In 30 days, we are in the axis of evil. We stand. I mean, Lindsey Graham, as you put. I mean, after this Oval Office thing, he said what I saw in the Oval Office was disrespectful. He said Trump gave a master class in diplomacy. And then he said this to the hand-wringing Europeans who felt offended by President Trump. I will say this with great sadness: the last group of people I would count on to defend freedom are the Europeans. Really?
I'm going to tell you with Lindsey Graham. Okay. Whatever they got on him, I know one half of that story. It ain't a lot. It ain't a dead girl.
Yes, I suspected as
it's
much.
It's the other part.
Yeah.
So that man has, they said that he was a sycophant to power, that he's a little remora that goes around and eats, nibbles off the barnacles off of a shark. That guy is the world's greatest suck-up. And someone out there knows what it is that Trump has over Graham and is holding off. Some journalist is holding off on their memoirs while America burns. Ignore these people.
Yeah. We have
to walk all over this.
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot. No, I don't think he's a xenophobic, race-baiting, religious bigot as president. He doesn't represent my party. He doesn't represent the values that the men and women who wear the uniform are fighting for.
Mr. President, thank you for being the best commander-in-chief since Ronald Reagan.
I think he's a kook. I think he's crazy. I think he's unfit for office. You know what concerns me about the American press is this endless attempt to label the guy as some kind of kook, not fit to be president. Donald Trump is the most unelectable Republican I've seen in my lifetime.
You're going to kick their ass in November.
Malcolm, I guess as Michael Steele has asked recently, what's the red line? Is there one?
There is no red line.
How does this fever break? Ever? I mean, in terms of... Go ahead.
Stop thinking you can or we can speak to them rationally, that there is a red line. These people, I wrote an entire book called They Want to Kill Americans. I have numerous examples where they kept saying, let's kill these liberals. Let's attack these people. There's no red line. They would think that a Kent State level massacre would be double thumbs up. It would get 1 million likes if Elon Musk said that. Look, you have to understand something. The only thing that is going to stop this is what I am telling you. A color revolution like Vladimir Putin warned Trump. That America could have a color revolution like Ukraine, where people power rises up, occupies the government, and then stops them. And then, and of course, they will do something outrageous.
Yeah.
That study said 3.5% of the public, 12.5 million people is the critical point for us to stop what's going on.
Yeah,
we had 76 million voters.
I mean, somebody said, you want, 1930s Germany, you're going to get 1700s France, because at these town halls and even just polling so far a month in, Malcolm, it's feeling like that. People are, the Elon Musk with a chainsaw, let him eat cake moments, and people starting to lose their Social Security checks. I'm telling you, Malcolm, it's something's brewing that's not going to...
Right now, everybody's losing their 401ks, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 401ks. I mean, the market is just crashing left and right. But don't forget that Robespierre, the guy who led the French Revolution and decapitated everybody in 1793, when he became in charge, got the same treatment in 1794, right? And so all I'm saying is this. Nothing says that Donald Trump and J.D. Vance have to remain in power.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I am for all of the above.
Look, why is everyone not saying for them to resign, that he is mentally ill, and that he must be pushed out? The news media is like, oh, that's a clever thing. Oh, this is upsetting people. Oh, this is interesting and fun. The destruction of the American experiment, which is already at hand, is not a game. And we need to if we need to get into the streets to make that clear, get in the street.
He let Tass in the Oval Office meeting with Zelensky and not Reuters and the AP. I don't know what else you need. All right, we're late. I love you. Goodbye. Thanks for announcing the
Yes, go see his video on his Substack.
Do it.
It's amazing.
Amazing. All right, we've linked to it. We love you, Mel.
Yes.
In America, personal religious beliefs should be just that, personal. But today, Christian nationalism is on the rise, threatening separation of church and state. Laws are being passed based on religious doctrine instead of reason, eroding our rights and freedoms in legislatures, public schools, even in courtrooms. One set of religious beliefs is being forced onto everyone else, but that's not what our founders intended. The Freedom from Religion Foundation is fighting back as the nation's leading group of free thinkers working to keep religion out of government. FFRF protects your right to think for yourself, whether you've always been secular, left religion behind, or simply believe in true religious freedom for everyone. If we don't stand up now, we may lose our religious freedoms. Join FFRF in defending our secular constitution and keeping faith a personal choice, not a government mandate. Visit ffrf.us/freedom to learn more, become a member, or text my last name Miller to 511-511, because in a truly free country, no one's faith should dictate everyone's future. Text Miller to 511-511 today.